I tell you to look for three things this morning. Look for the truth, the temple, and the test. For in this passage, you and I will find the truth of the church, the temple of the church, and the test of the church. And I pray that we will be so unified and so in love with Jesus that on the other side of this, we will walk as such a bright and loving light that the world will come like moths to the Messiah. Let's first look at the truth. What is the truth that Jesus is bringing to us that we need to focus on, that the church itself is built upon? It is the truth of what has happened in verses 28 through 30. What I shared with you last week was the finished sandwich. To see Jesus being lifted up as the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world. When he says it is finished, what is that? What does he mean? He means it's the end of Judaism. It is no longer about the rituals of religion, but it is now a relationship with Jesus the Christ, our Redeemer. It is the end of the old covenant. It is the beginning of the new. It is the end of excuses. Excuses are finished. I said to you that Kant was crucified on that cross. You have received everything you need for life and godliness, Christian. That what was purchased on the cross changed not only your life, but all of eternity. It is finished, is the truth. The gospel of Jesus Christ is alive, and it is the only hope that anyone has, here, there, and everywhere. This is the truth. John tells us in the midst of this first passage in verses 28 through 37, he says, this is the truth. He said, this is the truth. I saw it. I am personally testifying to it. What other truths are in here in this passage? You see the truth of hypocrisy. It's true. The religious leaders were a bunch of hypocrites. The hypocrisy of, we've got to get them down off the cross because we got church tomorrow. We'll kill the Christ right here, right now, but we got to make sure that we don't mess up the rituals of our religion. Are you kidding me? And yet I ask you to look around in our culture, and you tell me that you don't see the same kind of hypocrisy. You see the truth of the hypocrisy. You see the truth of the prophecy. So much of this account, the fact that no bones were broken, the fact that he was pierced, the fact that he hung as the suffering servant. You see the truth of prophecy fulfilled, all pointing to the fact that the gospel of Jesus Christ is true, and it is the only hope. You see this in the truth of the hypocrisy. You see it in the truth of the prophecy. And again, you see it per John in the truth of the veracity. He said, I am personally writing to you and I saw this. Don't you let anybody tell you it is not so. Friends, we as the church are built on the truth of Jesus the Christ. We are built on the gospel of Jesus the Christ, that none of us have any hope, none outside of what Jesus purchased for us through his broken body and spilt blood on the cross. We are children of grace if we are children of God, and we must never forget not only who we are, but how we got here